Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in for another episode of Talks with Tony. Now, I don't know how long this one will be. I've realized on some of these they kind of short, so on the short ones I may put a couple of them in a few and just call it a mashup in the title, so you'll know I'm answering more than one question. This one says, "Good afternoon. God bless you and your family. Your videos have blessed me beyond measure. I'm a firm believer that God sends what you need. I am currently recovering from a relationship I had with a 29-year-old male, as I'm a God-fearing 41-year-old female. I have 2 master's degrees, own my home, and I'm not looks challenged. My only hang-up is being on the heavier side. I broke up with said 29-year-old on my birthday in May, after our second time around. I loved this man's son like my own. I taught his son how to read, recognize numbers, letters, and how to spell his name. I even helped this man obtain a job making more money than he's ever made. I loved him unconditionally, although he needed to mature in a few areas. He was awesome in others. Although he needed to mature in a few areas, he was awesome in others. The first time we split was November 2018. He allowed his son's mother back into his life. After a few weeks of me knowing this, I left. We rekindled something again in August 2019. New job in January 2020. Child's mother showed up in April 2020 and said they were messing around. To date, his mother and other family members pop up at my house and visit, quote unquote. I dealt with a younger man, as most men my age already have children and don't want any more. Your videos have really taught me a lot. I've loved anyone like I love this guy and his son. I've never loved, I'm guessing you meant. I've never loved anyone like I love this guy and his son. His son even asked family members if I could be his mom. This guy won with me. I'm not as hurt as I was. I truly thought he loved me. Me and the mother of this guy's child resemble. However, I'm just heavy. Did my weight play a role in this? Why is weight a factor for men? Respectfully. Thank you so much for this question. I did not get to read this question before I started this video. That's a touchy subject because, when it comes to women and weight, that's kind of like, you can't really talk about that. As a man, I've learned that men can't even joke about weight with women. Does it matter? Yes, it matters. How much it matters, it depends on the man. But it's no different than weight mattering for women. A lot of women have a weight requirement or a weight limit that they want their man to be under, unless his money is over limit. If his money is high enough, then his weight does not matter. Same with a woman. If a woman's money is high enough, then her weight does not matter to superficial people. So a superficial man will be with a woman if she has things going for herself, regardless of her weight, and vice versa. We see that it's a lot of overweight pro athletes who, really heavy, really big, and just because they play offensive line or defensive line does not mean that it's sexy, but they money up there so they could get a woman who looked just as good as the cornerback or the quarterback's girlfriend. And the woman completely ignore that man's weight. Now let that man have that same body type, but work and make $50,000 a year. It's gonna be different feelings. So it does matter for superficial people. Um, in your case right here, your mistake is bigger than this because you dated someone that I got a client that had her first child by the time she was 10 or 11. And so it's a lot of young ladies today having a child at 13. So you are 11, 12 years older than him. 12 years older than a man is too much. It's way too much. So more so than weight, because nowhere in there did you say he ever mentioned something about your weight. So he may not care about your weight. You could look like a come up. Now, 2 master's degrees, if one master's degree could earn you 70,000, does 2 earn you 140,000? I'm not sure. So if you make over 100,000, then that's why he was with you. If you make enough money that 60, 70,000, but compared to what he makes, you got him a job, making him more money than he's ever made. So that's a huge red flag, because how you meet a 29-year-old man, you ain't say nothing about you a job recruiter. Maybe you are, but how you get a 29-year-old man a job that pays him more than he's ever made? It's like, has he only worked entry-level jobs his whole 29 years of existence? And then he come to you, and then next thing you know, you loving his son. You taught his son how to walk, how to talk, how to chew bubble gum, and all of that. So really this here, because of this age difference with a man, once you cross 10 years older as a woman, if you 10 years older than the man you dealing with, you his mama. You his mama. Point blank period. You are his mama. His son is your grandchild. So you was spending a lot of good time with your grandson and taught him how to read, how to spell his name, how to recognize numbers and letters, all of that. Congratulations, here go a cookie. That was your grandson. So this is the thing, and I try to help y'all understand this, but y'all get so offended because as y'all start to get older, y'all start to, counting backwards. When we used to count forward, once y'all cross a certain age, y'all start counting backwards. And then y'all get offended when a man tell you men are not genuinely attracted to women that is over 10 years older than us. It's not genuine. That does not mean a man cannot be attracted to a older woman. I'm 36. I can look at a 50-year-old woman and say, man, she look good. Man, she look good. But that does not mean I feel like we are compatible, because we come from 2 different generations. It's no man in the world that's gonna tell you Jada Pinkett Smith mama is unattractive. But what is her age? She have to be over 50, because Jada might be about 50 or something, somewhere close to it, in at least late 40s, I would assume. I don't know her age, but that's a prime example of, and then like Angela Bassett. How old Angela Bassett is? The lady from How to Get Away with Murder, that show. I can't remember her name. She, I think, is either nearing 50 or around that age. Skin still, fresh and still attractive. So it's like a man could be attracted to you, but that don't mean he feels you compatible. And what you got to realize now, and this is what I try to tell y'all, like, you want a man that's within range, typically within 5 years of you. And when it's going down, you rarely as a woman want to date a man younger than you. because men already mature slower than women. So you don't want to be with a man who is already 12 years younger than you, but really 24 years less mature than you. A 29-year-old man is on maturity level is about equivalent to a 18, 19 to 21-year-old woman. That's the difference in maturity levels. 29-year-old man, he need help wiping. He still got crud in his drawers. 29. Come on now. My wife be trying to tell me I got crud. What, girl? You don't get out of here. Them drawers just old. Girl, don't try to be like that. But 29 years old, he still got to call somebody and hey, you help me wipe. I keep wiping, but it just keep being a little bit more on there. Just I'm tired of it. My fingers went through the toilet tissue. And it's like I don't want to get up and try to go to the sink and wash my hand off right now, so I just need a little help. Just hold on. Ouch, a little softer now. I just got a little hemorrhoid. 29 years old, he's still going through that. It's like, you 41. I know you did his laundry. What he had in his drawers? You see what I'm trying to tell you? Come on now. You too old for this man. That's why he left you. Because how old is his baby mama? How old is son mama? Now, if she around your age, but you didn't mention that, because I felt like if she was in her 40s, you would have said she's also 41, or she's 44, or she's 39. If she was close to your age, I feel like you would have mentioned that. That'd have been relevant information, being that you got 2 master's degrees. I feel like you would have thought to mention that. You ain't say nothing about that. So she must be closer around his age. And so if that's the case, that lets you know who he want to be with. That's why, since y'all been dealing with each other, that's why she done came back into his life multiple times. And that's why she come back to you. Hey, grandma, yeah, I just want to let you know, me and your son, mama, she coming to you, mama, me and your son sleeping together. That's why she can't tell you that they messing around. Cause you the grandma compared to him, 29, 41, that's too much of age difference. And see, a lot of y'all women, now y'all get selfish and y'all want y'all a little young man. You talking about men your age, already got kids, don't want no more. I don't know if you need to be thinking about 41, come on now. You going to your child college graduation on your walker. Like, come on now. Now, don't get offended for those of y'all who around that age. I know y'all still running marathons at 70. Let y'all tell it. Oh, I'm 70 years old. I just did a half a marathon, 13 miles. What are you talking about, son? I ain't talking about you. All right then. Okay, congratulations. Everybody your age ain't running marathons. All right, hush. So 41 plus 22. That's 63 years old. You going to your child graduation if you have you a child right now. 63 years old. You going to the college graduation. Now, I know 60 is the new 40. But still, you might not need to be thinking about no new children right now. Because like 41, you supposed to breastfeed. That child sucking powder out that thing. Can you mix this with some water? I know y'all still having children at that age, but you have a child at around 43, that child coming out back grown. That child put the church face. Excuse me, can you mix this with some water? There's a little powder. You see what I'm saying? So that's an excuse. You don't want no kids at no 41. Come on now. You could adopt you one, but come on now. You ain't really. Y'all really doing that out here? Come on now. All right. Listen, the ship has sailed. Like, praise the Lord. Thank God. The way you love this man, son, is the same way you could love a man that's, let's say 39. He still got children under age. He might have him a 5-year-old at 39. You see what I mean? So what do you mean, 34? He had him one? Okay, boom. You could teach his son how to read and how to recognize numbers and letters and spell his name like you did the other man's son, but y'all a little closer in age. You see what I'm saying? So now don't y'all get offended by me, you know what I'm saying, with the this a lighthearted conversation, because I know what women is right just spraining their thumb. I'm 48 and I'm trying to get pregnant, and then you're making jokes. 48 is the new 28. Come on now. And so, listen, this right here, it has much less to do with weight and more to do with age. And so what he coming to do, he going to his baby mama and he's saying to her, hey, let me go ahead and deal with old head. Like, listen, me and her don't even sleep together. Come on now, she her 40. I'm 29. Me and her don't even sleep together. Like, listen, but see, listen, she gonna put me on this job. Boom, new job in January 2020. I don't know if you talking about you or him, but you said you got him a new job, so we just gonna attribute that job to him. Man, she get me this new job. I'm making more money. So it's like, boom, I'm getting this money, boom, because she connected. She got 2 master's degrees. So, boom, she connected, boom, I get this job, boom, I'm coming back to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what you got to understand. Like, when you go on Instagram, all the people that you following, this what they be doing. The woman let the man go out and fish and get dummies. Get other women who gonna be do girl. I ain't even ask you for no threesome. The kind of threesome I'm asking you for is to let me use this woman to get me a better job. Know what I'm saying? She can teach my son how to read. Know what I'm saying? So it's like, boom, that's less work you ain't got to do. Now you ain't got to teach him how to read because now you know how to read. You know what I'm saying? We all winning in here. And so, and then, yeah, his son, he want him a mama. He like, the son, like, my mom's just, she plucking face hairs and just, I want you to be my mom, grandma. That's what the son's saying. I want you to be my mom, grandma. Because it's like, hey, listen, it's just stuff moving fast today. You see what I mean? Stuff moving fast today. And, you know, my niece 17. You know what I mean? Her mama is 34. If my niece get pregnant at 18, her mama finna be a grandma at 31. I mean, at 35. You see what I'm saying? Stuff moving fast today. And so what you got to realize, that baby, he see you like grandma. And so I ain't trying to make you feel old, but I'm trying to make you feel old. Because what you doing is rocking a cradle. That's too young. That is too young. 12 years younger than you. And I'm trying to tell you that's not genuine. It's just not genuine. Listen, I know we all, look, I don't like to be called old. But guess what? It's guys that's in college. Oh, you old though. I'll be talking to somebody 18. Yeah, that's different though. You old. What? I'm 36. Call it, what you talking about? Old. You see what I'm saying? All of us gonna have our day of offense, to where we're gonna be offended that somebody sees us as old, because none of us want to grow old. But listen, it just is what it is. You is too old for this 29-year-old man. You got to cut him all the way off, because what'll happen? He mess around, will fill up your fallopian tube. I don't know, that's where the baby go at, but whatever the baby at, he will fill you up with something. Then now you connected to him for life. Now you his second baby mama. Now you and his baby mama, y'all over there. My son know how to read. You can't even teach yours how to read. Y'all fighting over him. And this man can't even wipe his booty good by himself. You see what I'm saying? So you have to look at this, and you have to come to the place to realize, okay, let me wait on a man that come to me that's on my maturity level, that's in my age range. Your age range, really, right now, if you 41 and you say you God-fearing, wait on God then. You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if y'all was in fornication for dealing with a 29-year-old. He had to be breaking that bike. But you ain't say nothing. You ain't say you had them abstinent either. How you God fearing if you ain't abstinent? I don't see nothing here about abstinence. I ain't reading about no abstinence now. Y'all ain't reading nothing about no abstinence, God fearing. Yeah. Most men your age already have children and don't want anymore. They want some. If you want a child, your husband, that's for you, gonna want a child. Cause he gonna want what you want, cause he's for you. If you want a child, whether that's to have a child or to adopt a child, the man for you gonna want the same thing. If he don't want what you want, he's not for you. Point blank period. This man here don't want no child with you. Cause he'll try to already put one in. He don't want no child. And then he got to be explaining to his child, when the child can understand birthdays, why you 12 years older than him. That's a hard conversation. That is a hard. My 6-year-old right now figuring out everybody's age. Daddy, how old are you? 36. Mommy, how old are you? 34. Okay. 35, 36. 2 years apart. Oh, okay. So daddy's 2 years older than you. Can you imagine my 6-year-old trying to figure this out? Mommy, how old are you? 34. Daddy, how old are you? 21. Huh? 21, 22, 22, 20. I'm 6. That's 12. That's 2 of me in between you two. You see what I'm saying? That's a confusing conversation. And so, get a little closer. You cannot have, at 41, you can't have a man that's less than 38. For a woman to be safe, never date down in age more than 3 years, because men already mature slow. That's evident. Look at every man you know. Look at every man, all your girlfriends, husbands, and boyfriends. Men mature slow. You don't just walk around just in awe of the amount of amazing, mature men. That ain't something you doing. You walk around, Lord, where are the good men? So if you already like that, then why you gonna date down 10 plus years? Come on now. And then older than you really want to be no more than 5 years older than you. Just so y'all a little closer in age to where you ain't hopping and skipping around the world and he on a walker. You really don't want to go too old either. Now, yes, there are exceptions to the rule, but I'm talking about the real safe zone. The real safe zone is no more than 5 years older than you, no more than 3 years younger than you. That's the real safe zone. To where you pretty much good. You pretty much on the same wavelength. So this right here says, order in the court. The verdict is, go on about your business. Go on about your business. One of these days, y'all gonna hear me say, make it work, but still right now, it's gone about your business. And to be honest with you, most of you gonna be gone about your business, because if you write me, you already know the relationship over with. 9 out of 10 times. So sometimes y'all write me when the relationship got some hope. Most of the time, when it's coming to me, it's already done and you know it, but you just need somebody to slap some sense into you. Just go get your little baby powder, get it to your best friend, just slap it. So listen to me, it's time to go. The other bad part about this is y'all was dealing, the first time y'all split was in November of 2018. It's November right now. It's been 2 years you've been fooled up with this man. Then y'all split, then y'all rekindled 8 of 2019. Y'all went almost a whole year apart. He needed to come back to his supply. He needed to come back and get some more plugs. Hey, let me go secure this bag. Hold on now. Boom, he come back August 2019. New job in January 2020. Child mama come back April 2020 and said they were messing around. She was there January 2020. She just finally got fed up and decided to let you know they messing around in April. She was there January 20. She was there when y'all rekindled in August 2019. She just let him secure that bag. Got that new job in January 2020. Okay. All right. April 2020, she coming to say something. If it was your new job or his new job, you ain't specify. But if it was yours, like, okay, let me bust your bubble. If it was his, all right, he got a job now. We don't need you no more. 2020, all right, we sleeping together, mama. Let you know that. Bye. Hey, so understand that right there. Sis, go on, let it go. Let it go. He's not the one. He's not the one. He's not the one. Somebody out here. Hold on, I got a package, y'all. Forgive me. All right, y'all forgive me, hat mode. Heard, man, buzzing out there. So, hey, we gonna, let me see if we got us another one. Yeah, got us another one in here. The next message is, good afternoon, Tony. I have a question for Talks with Tony. How do men view the first year of a relationship? I know in past videos, you said you weren't in love with your wife until you were married. I also know a guy that I went to high school with that said in a blog when he proposed to his wife after a few years, admitted that he didn't know she was the one at first. Is it normal that I feel like I care more after 9 months? I know men and women are very different when it comes to feelings. Just wanted your thoughts. Yes, you're right. In the first year of a relationship for a man, it's not really any real feelings. Like whether he knows she's his wife or he doesn't, it's not any real feelings. To be honest with you, I would say 50% of men, it's just my guesstimation, just knowing a lot of men and being around men and being a man all my life, I would say 50% of men never fall in love. Never allow themselves to fall in love. And the reason why is because men fear being vulnerable. So we keep our guard up a lot longer because we don't have the open space to cry that women have. So as a woman, it's okay to cry. It's okay to express yourself. It's okay. Like women walk down the street crying, women drive in their cars crying, and it's okay. Like you kind of see it and you're like, oh, okay, she's having a rough day. But you rarely see men cry. And so because a man doesn't have this free space to just be vulnerable and just open up and just cry when he's hurt, men try our best not to get hurt. Whereas as you see from my letters, women, y'all getting hurt all the time. It's like y'all just go from relationship, just getting hurt, just hurt. That's why I'm doing the work that I'm doing, trying to stop y'all from getting hurt so much. But when you see these letters, you don't typically see men getting hurt the same way. Like you don't see, because if it was men getting hurt, then my calling would look different. I would be fielding questions from a bunch of men, but that's just not how it is. So men don't really, I get letters from men, but it's like being hurt, I would say it's 1 to 500. I will have received 500 messages from women who are hurt before I receive one from a man who's hurt. That's just how the mop flops and the cookie crumbles. And so with this right here, men really don't show anything. And when I got married to my wife, it was because I knew she was my wife. I knew she was a wife, and I knew that she was the one I wanted to be with, but I hadn't fully dropped my guard. I hadn't allowed myself to fall in love. Like I loved her, and I, did drive-bys for her. Somebody was messing with her one time, and I did, shout out some windows. And it's past the statute of limitations, so I can admit that. So I do stuff like that for her. But, I don't, what I had died for her right then, Lord, let's have a meeting. Come on here, Lord. So now, as far as this, dying for your wife, I know it says, husband, love your wives as Christ loved the church. Okay, Christ died for the church. Okay, so, he was there 33 years. So, do I get 33 years? Do I need to be 33 before I'm willing to die for my wife? Or do I need to be willing to die like right now? Because I'm 23. You see what I'm saying? So I would have had to have a meeting with the Lord because I still was trapped in society. I was still under this influence of men can't show feelings. And that's the sad truth. And that is appalling to a lot of women, and rightfully so. But it's that way because men and women don't articulate. Men don't articulate our feelings to women. So if your dad expressed this to you, it wouldn't be that strange. You would be like, somebody I know and love told me this. But when a stranger like myself tells you, it's like shocking. Like, whoa, that makes no sense at all. And I hear women all the time say, that makes no sense at all. Do you think women make sense to men? No. So it's right that men don't make sense to women. We don't make sense to each other. That's why we need all this dialogue. That's why I'm on here every single day doing it, trying to level the playing field, because we don't make sense to each other. Women don't make no sense to men. Men don't make no sense to women. It's just how it is. And that's why communication and dialogue and understanding is so important. And that's why I tell women also, the less you say, the more a man falls in love. The more he says, the more he falls in love. That's why I tell women, do not give a boyfriend husband benefits, because he's not even in love with you yet. And so you whining and dining and catering, trying to show that you're a wife. If you have something between your two legs, you're a wife. Because to a man, it's not that deep. Yeah, you're going to have some people talk, oh, what if you don't cook? What if you... That does not determine a wife. It's millions of husbands whose wife do not cook. Point blank period. Who wife does not like cleaning. Who wife does not like doing... That don't have nothing to do with being a wife. A man chooses a wife because he knows it is his duty to replenish the earth, to get married, to find someone he can love, and then he wants to have children to see his seed and to replenish the earth. It's not for just what a woman can do for him. A man don't get married to have somebody to do laundry and wash clothes. A real man. A man looking for a life partner. A man looking for somebody he could build a family with. So, but he does not know if she feels the same about him, so he keeps his guards up. And so that's what you have to understand on a situation like that right there. All right, another question. Okay, I'm getting some questions. Now these little real short right here, I'm gonna put them in one video. Somebody told me that idea, but I just felt like I'll have to answer every question an hour long, and that's just not the case. Actually, I got to go in 15 minutes. I got to coach a client in the UK. Oh yeah, international coach. Oh yeah, my mentor life. My ex broke up with me after I helped him get his career off the ground. Well, 2 weeks later, he lost everything. Meanwhile, I'm thriving. Is it true that men lose favor from God by doing us women wrong? Not always true. It sounds like he just had it coming, like he just a no good man. So a no good man gonna lose it with or without a woman, whether he do a woman wrong or not. Also, it wasn't your husband. So favor comes when a man finds his wife. Now, if you were his wife and he did you wrong, then it would be some repercussions. But girlfriends, that don't really count in the good book. Girlfriends, that's not really a thing. And so I wouldn't attribute it to that. I wouldn't pat yourself on the back, because if he lost everything, he might get it all the way back together. You see what I mean? And then, so if you get happiness out of his failure, then you're going to have misery out of his success. So I wouldn't even be thinking of it like that. I just honestly, when you lose somebody, you have to always remember your energy and just say, Lord bless him. Lord just bless him. Bless him that everything in his life go well, and that he happy and blessed, and he find the love of his life. And Lord, I'm asking that you do the same for me. You see what I mean? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Don't wait to clap on somebody's failure, because when your life depends on that, you're going to be miserable because they'll mess around and win. Let me see. Uh-oh, this long. Let me see, this long. Yeah, this here a little longer. Alrighty, so hey, listen to me. Got a few videos on my short ones. I'm gonna try to put these in the midday, in like my noon area, around noon video. And then when I have a long one, I'll try to put that one out at night, like the 8:30 p.m. type, Eastern time. So just Google what time is it in Florida now. And typically I'll try to have a video up by 8:30, between 8 and 9:30 p.m. Eastern. If it's not up, it might not be coming up. So you can set your notification bell up under my video right here. You should see where subscribe, and you should see notification bell. You can set that for when the videos get released. But being that I don't have a lot of just general topics, I'm gonna be answering y'all questions, and so you're gonna see mostly a lot of talks with Tony. I'm also planning to do a little marriage series too, because there's some married people that wrote me and said, Tony, can you do some videos for marriage? So even for y'all singles, y'all could benefit from those, so you have the knowledge for when you meet your spouse, because you could meet your spouse tomorrow. So I'm gonna do some things on marriage that I learned the hard way, being married for going on 14 years and yet still having a healthy marriage and continuously trying to make it better. I'll share some of those tips with y'all on what me and my wife kind of have learned and gone through and working on. Hey, this is Tony Gasson. God bless you. We'll talk soon.